Problem is the working condition to be satisfied by a shaft transmitting power, or these are the condition. First one, the shaft must not twist more than 1 degree. So this is the maximum angle of a twist which is given in the length of 15 times of diameter. So length is not directly given, so it is given in terms of diameter. So therefore first we need to find the diameter. Using diameter easily we can calculate the length of the shaft. So second condition, the shear stress must not exceed 80 meganewton per meter square. So here shear stress is nothing but tau, and here the maximum shear stress is given. Tau max is equals to 80 meganewton per meter square is given. What is the actual working stress and the diameter of the shaft to transmit 736 kilowatt of power at a 200 rpm. So take G, modulus of rigidity, G is equals to 80 giganewton per meter square. So in this problem, so we need to find the diameter and actual working stress tau. We need to find the two parameters. So one is diameter, another one is tau. So let us see how to solve this problem. So first here theta given in degree, we have to convert it into radian before substituting theta value in the different formulas. So we know pi by 180. If we multiply pi by 180 to the degree, so it will get converted into radian. And the length given in terms of diameter. So length is equals to 15 times of diameter. Therefore L is equals to 15 into D. Capital D represent the diameter of the shaft. Next, so these are the given values. So power is given in terms of kilowatt. So we can convert it into Newton millimeter per second like this. And tau max is given, that is maximum shear stress 80 Newton per millimeter square. It is given mega Newton per meter square. So here mega and millimeter. So mega get cancelled if we take instead of meter, if we take millimeter. So next, speed is given 200 rpm, and modulus of rigidity G 80 giganewton per meter square. Giga means 10 to the power of 9. Okay, so we are converting this into Newton per millimeter square. So we need to find tau and diameter. So now let us see how to solve this problem. What are the different equations required to solve this problem? So first one, power. Power is equals to 2 pi nt by 60. So we know this equation. So in this equation, power is given, speed is given. So torque we can calculate, capital T. So substitute all the values. So power 736 into 10 to the power of 6, 2 pi, speed is 200 rpm. So capital T is unknown, then divided by 60. So if we solve this equation, we get torque T is equals to 35.14 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton millimeter. Next one. So from the equation of torsion or torsional equation, so we have set of equation. So first let us consider the angle of twist, that is T by J is equals to G theta by L. So in this equation, T value is calculated. So J is nothing but polar moment of inertia. So G is given, then theta is also given. So L we have to calculate. So L is given in terms of diameter. Therefore using this we can calculate the diameter. So polar moment of inertia, we know the formula. Polar moment of inertia J is equals to pi d4 by 32. T is 35.14. Then G is 80 into 10 to the power of 3 into theta is pi by 180. And L value given in terms of diameter is 15 times of D. So in this equation D is unknown. If we solve this equation, we'll get the capital D. D is equals to 156.6 millimeter. This is the diameter of the shaft. So by substituting this D value in the given statement or equation, we will get the length of the shaft. Okay. So from the another set of equation from torsion, by considering the shear stress, so T by J is equals to tau by R. So in this equation, tau is unknown because we got the diameter. Radius means diameter by 2. Correct. So therefore, substituting torsion value 36.14 into 10 to the power of 6, then polar moment of inertia pi d 4 by 32, diameter value you substitute here, then tau easily we can calculate from this equation. Tau is equals to 46.54 Newton per millimeter square. So therefore we have determined both diameter 156.6 millimeter and the actual shear stress. So these two are the unknowns. So length no need to calculate because it is not given in the problem. Now let us solve the next problem. So this is the next problem. During tests on a sample of steel bar 25 mm diameter. So here diameter is given, diameter of the shaft is given. So it is found that the pull of 50 kilonewton produces an extension of 0.095 millimeter. So here the force is given, and due to the application of this force, that is 50 kilonewton, there is a small extension delta 0.095 millimeter and on a length of 200 millimeter. So this length is nothing but a gauge length. This length is nothing but a gauge length because extension always takes place in the portion where the gauge lengths are specified. So therefore this is the gauge length. So usually gauge length is represented by capital L, and a torque 200 Newton meter produces an angular twist theta is given 0.9 degrees. It is in degrees, converted into radian. So on a length of 250 mm. See, this is total length of the shaft and this is the gauge length of the shaft. This is gauge length of the shaft 200 and this is total length of the shaft. Total length is represented by small l. So find the Poisson's ratio of the steel. So Poisson's ratio we need to determine. So Poisson's ratio is usually represented by mu. So in this torsion problem, how to solve or how to find the Poisson's ratio? So these are the given datas. Diameter given is 25 mm and load or force given is 50 kilonewton. Then extension delta is given, small delta 0.095 millimeter, and this is gauge length capital L 200 millimeter, and this is the torque value given 200 Newton meter, converted into Newton millimeter, that is multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. So first we need to convert this degree into radian, that is theta is equals to 0.9 degree into pi by 180. Next, so this is the total length of the shaft. L is equals to 250 millimeter and we need to find the mu value, that is Poisson's ratio. So from the first module, we know there is a relation between Young's modulus, modulus of rigidity and Poisson's ratio, right? So what is that equation? E is equals to, that is capital E is equals to Young's modulus is equals to 2 times of modulus of rigidity multiplied by 1 plus mu, Poisson's ratio. So this is the relation between Young's modulus and Poisson's ratio. So we have derived this equation in the first module, and we also know, so delta can be written as FL by AE. So we have derived this equation also in the first module. So using these two equations, easily we can calculate the mu value, that is Poisson's ratio. So in this equation, delta is equals to FL by AE. So delta is given, substitute, then force our load is 50 kilonewton, therefore 50 into 10 to the power of 3. Gauge length is 200 and area of the circular specimen pi by 4 into d square, correct? So pi by 4 into diameter is 25 square, and here Young's modulus is unknown. So if we solve this equation, we will get Young's modulus value. So capital E is equals to 21,440.34 Newton per millimeter square. So this is Young's modulus. Next, so from the torsion equation, T by J is equals to G theta by L. So torque is given T, that is 200 into 10 to the power of 3. J is nothing but polar moment of inertia pi d4 by 32. Diameter is 25. So next, here modulus of rigidity is not given. G value is not given. So that we have to find first, because in this equation, so we have determined E. So G is unknown. So if we determine or if we calculate a G value, easily we can determine the mu value. Therefore, we are finding the G value. So here if we solve this equation, we will get G value. G is equals to 83002.314 Newton per millimeter square. Now substitute this Young's modulus value and this G value in this equation and find the mu value. Therefore, so we got mu is equals to 0.29177. So Poisson's ratio is unitless quantity, therefore it does not have any units. So next problem is a hollow circular shaft of 6 meter length. Length of the shaft is given in terms of meter, 6 meter length, and inner and outer diameters are. So what does it mean? So it is a hollow shaft. So having inner diameter 75, whereas outer diameter is 100 millimeter, is subjected to a torque of 10 kilonewton meter. So torque value is given, and modulus of rigidity is 80 gigapascal. Determine the maximum shear stress produced and total angle of twist. In this problem, we have to determine the tau max and theta we have to find. Tau max and theta we have to find. So first, write the given data. So length is given in terms of meter, convert it into millimeter. Therefore, it becomes 6000 millimeter. Outer diameter is capital D, 100 millimeter, and inner diameter is small d, it is 75 millimeter. And the torque given is 10 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton millimeter. And the G value, that is modulus of rigidity, given 80 gigapascal. 80 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton per meter square. So we have to convert it into Newton per millimeter square. So therefore 80 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per millimeter square. Then these two are the things we need to find. So first one, so we know the equation for polar moment of inertia for hollow shaft. So this is the equation for hollow shaft, that is pi by 32 into capital D to the power of 4 minus small d to the power of 4. This is major diameter or outer diameter, and this is inner diameter. So in this equation, substitute d values, capital D and small d values, and you will get the J, polar moment of inertia, J 6.71 into 10 to the power of 6 millimeter to the power of 4. So next, so torsion equation. So we are going to consider the torsion equation, T by J is equals to tau by R. Since we are using hollow shaft, it becomes R naught. That is radius of the outer circle or major diameter. So torque value is 10 into 10 to the power of 6, whereas polar moment of inertia just now we have determined 6.71 into 10 to the power of 6. So using this equation, tau value easily we can calculate. So radius is nothing but diameter by 2. So R naught represent the major diameter or outer diameter. So outer diameter is 100 divided by 2 gives the radius. So after solving this equation, we got tau value 74.5 Newton per millimeter square. Next. So we are going to use another set of equation, torsion equation, T by J is equals to G theta by L. So in this equation, torque is 10 into 10 to the power of 6 and J value is 6.71 into 10 to the power of 6. So G value given 80 into 10 to the power of 3. So theta is unknown and length is 6000 millimeter. So after solving this equation, we got theta value 0.11175. So we have to convert it into a degree, therefore multiply pi by 180. So it is in radian. So if we multiply pi by 180, it will get converted into degree. So we got both the values tau and theta. So tau is 74.5 and theta is 6.4 degree. So the next problem is a hollow circular shaft 200 millimeter external diameter and thickness of metal is 25 mm is transmitting power at 200 rpm. The angle of a twist over a length of 2 meter was found to be 0.5 degree. Calculate the power transmitted and the maximum shear stress induced in the section. So here also the given problem is hollow cylinder or hollow shaft whose external diameter is 200 whereas internal diameter is not given. Thickness is given. How to find the internal diameter? So external diameter minus 2 times of thickness gives the diameter of the or internal diameter of the shaft, and power is transmitting power at 200 rpm. Speed is given, so n is equals to 200 rpm. So the angle of twist over a length of the shaft is 2 meter and angle of twist theta is 0.5 degree. So we need to calculate power capital P and tau. So G value is given 84 kilonewton per millimeter square. So first we have to extract the given data. So the diameter, the outer diameter given is capital D 200 millimeter. To find the inner diameter, so we know if it is a hollow shaft, this is the outer diameter capital D. So to find this inner diameter small d, so this capital D minus, so thickness, so 2 times of thickness, so here and here, capital D minus 2 times of thickness gives the inner diameter. So therefore D is equals to 200 minus 2 into 25. So therefore the inner diameter is 150 millimeter. Speed is 200 rpm. Then length given in meter. So after converting it into millimeter, it becomes L is equals to 2000 millimeter. Then theta value given in degrees, we have to convert it into radian, therefore multiply pi by 180. So G value is given modulus of rigidity 84 kilonewton per millimeter square, therefore 84 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per millimeter square. So these are the two things we need to find, that is tau and maximum shear stress and power. So first let us consider the polar moment of inertia for hollow shaft. J is equals to pi by 32 into capital D to the power of 4 minus small d to the power of 4. So we have to substitute capital D value here and small d value here to find the J value. So after simplifying this equation, so we'll get J is equals to 1.073 into 10 to the power of 8 millimeter to the power of 4. This is polar moment of inertia for the hollow shaft, given hollow shaft. Next, so we are using the torsion equation for hollow shaft, that is T by J is equals to tau by R naught. So this is the radius of outer circle. Since torque value is not given, T divided by J value 1.073 into 10 to the power of 8, then tau, this is not the equation we are supposed to use because tau value is not given. We need to find the tau value. T by J is equals to G theta by L. So G value is 84 into 10 to the power of 3, 84 into 10 to the power of 3 into theta value. Theta is 0.5. It is in degree, therefore multiply pi by 180 divided by length is 2000 millimeter. Length is 2000 millimeter. So from this equation we can determine the torque value. If we solve this equation, we will get T, capital T is equals to 39.35 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton millimeter. Next, so to calculate the power, we know the equation 2 pi nt by 60. So speed is given, torque just now we have calculated. Substitute speed and the torque in this equation. That is 2 pi into speed is 200, torque is 39.35 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by 6. So after simplifying, we got this value P is equals to 84.27 kilowatt. So next, so again we are using the second set of equation, torsion equation, tau by R naught is equals to G theta by L. So in this equation, tau is unknown. We need to determine this tau value. So R naught is nothing but capital D by 2. So capital D is 200 given, divided by 2 gives the radius. So G value is 84 into 10 to the power of 3. Theta is 0.5 into pi by 180. L is 2000. So by solving this equation, we got tau value. Tau is equals to 36.65. So therefore, we have calculated both shear stress and the power using the different relations of torsion